Hey guys, Coach Kayla, Tuesday Tips, and today is a really exciting and personal Tuesday Tips because I am going to talk about how your diet can affect your infertility. And this is something that I struggled with for over a year. And I know in the grand scheme of things, a year does not seem that long. But when you're going through it every day and you're trying to get pregnant and you have 1,000 questions running through your head about why can I get pregnant? You've seen the specialists and all the doctors and they tell you everything's fine with you. You know, I don't see a reason why you're not getting pregnant. It's super frustrating, and I struggled with it for a year, and every day was a challenge trying to figure out why I wasn't getting pregnant. And just the ups and downs of every month, you know, you're starting your cycle and you're thinking, you know, if it's a couple days late, oh my gosh, this month I might be pregnant. And then you start and the dreaded, it didn't happen again. You know, I'm doing everything I can and I'm just not getting pregnant and I don't know why. I wish somebody had shared with me that if I would simply look at what I was eating, and I was eating super healthy, you know, I thought I was doing everything right. But there's certain things that you need to really look at if you're trying to get pregnant with your diet. Very specific things that I'm going to talk about in a minute. The other thing is nobody told me that over-exercise can cause you not to get pregnant. And we'll talk about why in a minute. But just simple lifestyle changes to my diet and my exercise program could have helped me get pregnant so much quicker, and nobody's talking about that. Western medicine doctors are not talking about that. You know, nobody, the different Facebook groups I'm in, nobody was talking about this, and it's so simple. So I just wanted to share this information with you today, and if I can help one person, one woman achieve their dream of becoming pregnant, then this video will be worth it. So I have 9 really easy steps that you can do, that you can start doing today, that are simple, that are dietary and exercise related, that I'm going to share with you. So the first one is look at your diet and look at if you're eating sugar, white sugar, or refined carbs, any packaged foods. And what this does when you eat these foods, it causes inflammation in your body, which messes with your blood sugar levels, which messes with your hormone balance and causes you to not get pregnant. It causes you to be infertile. So if you could simply take out those foods from your diet, you're going to up your chances of becoming pregnant. The second thing is stress. Look at how much stress is in your life. That's another thing that causes inflammation in the body. Is if you're under a lot of stress, whether it be at work or the stress you're putting on your body to become pregnant, you know, it can be internal stress or external stress, but stress is all the same in your body. It messes with your infertility and causes your hormone levels to be off and causes you not to get pregnant. So really look at, you know, if I'm trying to get pregnant, what is something that can be put on the back burner? What is something that I can let go of? What is something that I can not worry about in order for me to create the most chance that I will become pregnant? And that's what you want to do when you're looking at stress. The other thing is you want to try to add in healthy fats into your body. Healthy fat is going to allow you to become pregnant. It's really good at balancing your hormone levels, as well as you don't want to have really low cholesterol if you're trying to get pregnant, because if you have super low cholesterol, that's going to mess with your hormone levels as well. And another thing that fat is going to do for you is it's very good for fetus brain development. So if you're eating a diet that's high in good healthy fats, it's going to not only help you to get pregnant, but once you do get pregnant, it's going to help the fetus's brain develop properly. And some great ways to get good healthy fats are cold water fish. An acronym that I like to use to remember this is SMASH. and that would be salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, or herring. Those 5 fish, make sure they're cold water, are going to give you good healthy fats. And another thing you can look at is the meat. You want to make sure you're eating grass-fed, pasteurized beef or lamb. That's another great way to get some good healthy fats. As well as eggs. Eggs are a complete protein, which means they have all the essential amino acids that you need all in one food. So eggs are really good for you if you're trying to get pregnant. Another thing that you want to look at is you want to be doing general exercise like yoga, or gentle, not general, gentle exercise like yoga or walking. This is also going to balance your blood sugar. And one thing that nobody told me when I was trying to get pregnant is that if you're doing chronic exercise, that chronic cardio, very high intensity, that you're going to mess with your adrenal levels, and that's going to prevent you from getting pregnant. So I thought, I'm super fit, you know, I work out all the time. I was going to kickboxing and boot camp classes thinking like the healthier I am and the fitter that I am, I'm gonna get pregnant. But I wasn't. And the reason why now I know is because my adrenal levels were probably off. And if I had just backed off on the exercise, I might have gotten pregnant sooner than I did. So, and that's something that my doctor never once mentioned to me. She never once asked me what my exercise she asked me if I was exercising, and I said yes, but she never said to me, you're exercising too much. If you would back off, you might get pregnant sooner. So yeah, we talked about you want to stay away from chronic cardio, which means that long, get on the treadmill for an hour type cardio, or the high intensity cardio where you get your heart rate up really high for a long period of time. And you want to really do the slow, low stress, stretching, walking, yoga type cardio. And the 5th thing that you want to do if you're trying to get pregnant is you want to increase your nutrient-rich foods. You want to try to eat a diet, and with every meal, and this is one thing I teach in my 90-day program, if you eat with every meal protein, fat, fiber, and some slow-burning carbs, this is going to increase your chances of becoming pregnant. Fiber is a really good probiotic, which is going to help with gut bacteria, which helps with infertility and becoming pregnant. And you also want to add in some fortified foods that are going to help with your gut bacteria. And sorry, I wrote some notes because this is a lot of information, and I just want to make sure that I'm hitting every point that I want to hit. So sorry if I'm using my notes, but that's why. But you just want, whenever you have optimal gut bacteria, this is going to cause the environment in your uterus and in your gut optimal for conceiving a baby. So, and good gut bacteria is also really important for fetus development. So once you do get pregnant, eating a diet high in fiber that's going to help with that gut bacteria is going to help you create a healthy baby and have a healthy environment for it to grow in. And another thing to think about, tip number 7 that I have is make sure you're getting good quality sleep every night. When you aren't getting proper sleep, this also messes with your adrenal levels, and it makes your body in a stressed state, and it also increases the flight or fight. So you want to make sure you try to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day or night. And this is true whether you're trying to get pregnant or not, but it's especially true when you're trying to get pregnant, because optimal sleep is going to lead to increased, your immune system is going to be increased, your adrenal levels are going to lower, your hormones are going to balance out, just everything is going to be optimal for conceiving that healthy baby. And you also want to add in, so tip number 8 is you want to add in nutrient targeted specific foods. Vitamin C, foods that are high in vitamin C, because that's going to boost your immune system. certain foods like buckwheat, grapefruit, carbo. These are all foods that are going to help with your adrenal levels. And if you can balance your adrenal levels, this also helps with polycystic fibrosis syndrome, which is also associated with your insulin levels. So if you can eat foods that are going to balance your adrenal levels and your insulin levels, it's going to cut your risk of polycystic fibrosis pretty much in half, and that is the #1 cause of women not being able to get pregnant, is that they have this polycystic fibrosis syndrome. So eat those foods that are nutrient dense. And the 9th thing that I want to talk about is really focusing on your breath. Relaxation and reducing stress is super important. And one thing I like to talk to my clients about is the 5-5-7 breath. This is going to slow your stress response, slow that flight or fight, and really help put you into a relaxed state. And what this breath is, it's you want to inhale through your nose for the count of 5. You want to hold for the count of 5. And you want to exhale through your mouth for a count of 7. This is going to really, like I said, slow that flight or fight response and create kind of an optimal state for becoming pregnant. And these are all things that I talk about in my 90-day program. I have a couple different programs, and I've talked about them a lot on here, but a new program that I'm adding is I'm going to be working with women that are struggling with infertility, and I'm going to go in a lot deeper into all of these 9 steps and really teach you how to incorporate these things into your life and make them habits so that you are creating the optimal environment for getting pregnant. And so, like I said in the beginning of this video, I struggled with this for over a year, which I know is a small, in the big scheme of things, that is very small. But, for me, that was very serious. And if I can help one woman not struggle with this, then that's my job is done. So reach out to me on my website and let me talk to you about creating an optimal environment for getting pregnant. Or if that is not your goal and your goal is to lose weight, I also work with my clients on losing weight, and I have a 90-day program for that as well. So, hey Jen and Kim, thanks for watching. And I think I saw M was watching too, so hello. So thank you ladies for watching, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Bye.